Hi, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Twin Flames Defined. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about answering the question that I get a lot about should I wait for my twin flame while I'm in separation after I have been through a lot of my healing journey? Should I be waiting for my twin flame or should I move on and be in other relationships? Okay, so first off, let me start this conversation with saying that you should never be making that decision like by strictly what anybody outside of you is saying. So even me, okay? You should be really leaning on what your communication with your soul is, because everybody, whether you should be in a relationship or not, is going to be unique to your soul and your soul's plan. Okay. Outside of the twin flame union, right? Being in relationships with karmics or soulmates, all that kind of stuff, right? So the one thing that I want to share about that I think is really healthy and helpful is I can share my perspective and how I look at it so that you can decide if this is something you want to pick up or if it's something that it's not right for you. So one of the things that I think is most powerful for me when I think about obviously when people say, are you waiting, right? Are you waiting for your twin? And even my twin through telepathy has been wait for me, right? But this is the thing is when you're the feminine and the masculine, right? It's the masculine's job to walk towards the feminine. So when you're in the thick of this whole separation, right? And you're, as the feminine, you're okay, I'm on this journey, I'm healing, I'm doing all these things, right? But I have needs, right? I'm a woman or I'm, whatever, or you could be a man, but you're a human being, right? And you have needs and you need to be fulfilled. And so there's no wrong answer. That's what I want to get at the most. But my perspective is this, because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want anybody else. I'm going to be very clear with the fact that every time I ever go to that thought, it just is a turn off for me for anybody outside my twin flame. And I think a lot of feminines feel that. I think it's kind of hardwired within us. Not all, because I think every soul comes to experience it differently, right? But I feel like a lot of us are on that same bandwagon of I don't want anybody else besides my twin, right? And so since I don't want anybody else besides my twin, am I just going to grow old, during a certain part of my life? That's a worry, a fear, right? Am I going to be alone, right? How long is that going to last for, right? And so this is the thing that you have to think of. So for me, I literally just gave up all control up to my soul and to the higher power. So you can call that God, Buddha, source, spirit, whatever you want to call it, okay? I gave it up and I relinquished the control and I said, hey, this is not of my decision. I can't see the bird's eye view. So I can't see when union's supposed to happen. I can't see divine timing. I can't see any of that stuff, right? When we're both ready. I have no idea in my human mind, right? All I know is that my soul and along with the higher power, so whatever you want to call that, I call it love, with love will not do you wrong, right? It's not going to forsake you, right? Your soul is putting you in the highest versions of timelines possible for everything, not even just your twin flame journey, everything that you're trying to go towards, your life purpose, your healing, all these things, right? Everything, you're going in the right direction, okay? Always. So one thing that I want you to remember is that when you release that control, just like in manifestation, when you release the thought of it and just if it comes, great. If not, I'm going to be happy anyways, right? The same thing applies because we're in the same universe and the same laws of the universe apply to twin flames, right? They're no exception to the rule. And so you really have to release, kind of they say, release the butterfly, and if it comes back, it's meant to be with you. You really have to release it energetically. You have to release your twin flame, and you have to say, I'm not waiting around, right? Because I am a beautiful human who is meant to do amazing things on this planet. And if my soul and if love comes to me and says, hey, this relationship right here with this soulmate, this karmic, this person that's not your twin flame, it's valuable. It's important. I want you to step forward, right? I want you to be so close with your own soul and with love that you'll be able to hear that calling, right? And there are souls out there that is what you're meant to do, is like, you're meant to be awakened by your twin. You're meant to go on all these healing journeys, right? And then you're meant to, in between that and union, you're meant to have other like relationships where you have like karmics or whatever, right? And so if your soul gives you that signal, right? Before your masculine gets the guts up to and heals himself enough to walk towards you, because the masculine has to walk towards the feminine, people. Can't be the other way around. And if you're sitting down waiting and like not living your life and not being happy feminines, you're preventing the union from really occurring. And so you're not God, right? You're not that love, that source, that spirit. You're not that energy. So take your hands off the wheel and let it be that your soul will guide you to union at the right time. And don't wait around. Fulfill yourself, enjoy yourself, right? I mean, obviously, like, feminines on this journey, on the twin flame journey, we are not reckless, because, like, I mean, there could be some. I'm not saying that there's never a twin flame that's not reckless, but like, I feel like because you get thrown around so much energetically, that most twin flame feminines are like, they got their head on straight. They're getting their emotions in check. They're doing so much healing work that you're not going to be messy with your energy. You're not going to be allowing just anyone in your life. You're not going to be proceeding in relationships unless your soul is giving you the nod, like, yes, walk towards this for a lesson or whatever it needs to be, right? It'll pan out, right? But that's the thing, is we're not waiting around for our masculines to wake up, right? Or to get healed enough so that they are ready for union with us, right? We're not doing that. And so with that said, I really, really hope that you're just allowing yourself the joy and fulfillment in every moment. And that's going to look different for everybody else. Like, every single person, it's going to be unique and different to them. And you can always, like, and this is the thing, is that people, the next question or worry or fear is going to be like, how could I ever be in a relationship, right, with someone else besides my twin? Because I feel like that would just be, like, I wouldn't be able to give myself all the way 100% to anyone else, because I have this big love and it's not going to go away for my twin flame, right? And I say yes. I say that's correct. If that is how you feel, if that is your fear and that's your worry or whatever, I feel like your soul is either giving you that energy because you still have more stuff and more energy to work out and heal, or it's doing that because you really, truly, right, are meant to do the separation solo. And that's okay too. There's like so many ways separation can go. There's not a wrong or like right way. And so if you're wondering if you should be waiting, my advice and my perspective is that, like, if you wait, you prevent the union, right? That's an energy and you don't want to be putting that out there, but you do want to be doing what's right for you and what's feeling safe for you and what feels good to you. And I want you to be fulfilling yourself. And that doesn't necessarily mean other people, but it could, your soul could say, here is this opportunity that I want you to look at. How does it feel to you? You know what I'm saying? And so this is what you need to do, is you need to love and trust yourself enough to know that you're guided, but you're also doing the best on this planet with what you're given. So don't forget, my advice is don't wait around for anything. Go live life, right? Be joyful, be happy, fulfill yourself. Okay. Don't forget, love yourself. Good night. Bye.